When you're in the witness state, you engage your reality in a state of pure awareness. You fully accept everything. You see yourself have emotions, but at the same time, you purposely don't identify with them. The watcher comes out of the mind and just sees all the drama. It is this state of awareness that, as your mind goes on doing its business, you watch it. And by watching it, you rewire your brain. Where intention goes, energy flows. You integrate aspects of your personality that might have disassociated from itself. You become more and more aware, analyzing and integrating the mind. How are you supposed to see the tricks of the mind if you don't learn how to watch it in action? The witness state is being in a state of pure observation. It is how you observe the mind as it flows naturally, while at the same time not being swayed by, attracted to, distracted from, or attached to any thought or emotion. Being in the state of mindfulness brings peace and allows deeper aspects of meditation to unfold, revealing something beyond the mind. Being in the witness state is a great permission slip to understanding the inner workings of your mind, but there's a fine line between avoidance and acceptance. It's important to understand the differences between disassociation and non-attachment. When you disassociate from something, you don't see yourself in what's actually going on. There's a disconnect between you and the emotions pertaining to a situation, so you won't even realize the emotions you are having. That situation was probably triggering a negative belief and denial, which is really what disassociation is. It's a coping mechanism. It ultimately just reinforces a negative belief even more. We might deny emotions because they're uncomfortable to feel. So we'll feel numb. And we won't be able to figure out the source of the problem or where it stems from, which is always a negative belief, because all feelings and thoughts stem from a belief every time. So the witness state can be confused sometimes with disassociating, because just like witnessing, you're not attached to emotions when you disassociate. But with witnessing, you still have the emotion. You just watch it happen. Disassociation is dangerous because one will not feel the proper emotion. They will feel paranoia that is a con from a negative belief, which will make false rationalizations to justify negative behaviors. When you disassociate, what's really happening is you're turning off neural receptors so that thoughts, feelings, and emotions pertaining to a certain issue you're facing in your subconscious don't even come up across your mind field anymore. I think that in the Eastern tradition, they leave a little bit out when they talk about non-attachment. In Buddhism, they say that life is suffering, and the reason for our suffering is because of having desires or craving. It's not desires that cause suffering, but the attachment to the outcome of our desires. In other words, having expectations. When you're having expectations, you're not living in the now. You're not present in your now moment. So you're not living life to its fullest. If you know anything about POA or power of manifestation, then you know that we must not be afraid of what we desire. But at the same time, we also have to find a balance of letting go of any expectation. That way our higher mind can show us the path of least resistance, which might not seem like the path of least resistance to our lower mind. But the higher mind is looking down from above. It can see farther ahead. Our lower mind can only see a few feet in front of us. Following your joy, following your passion, even being passionate about being passionate, is the point of manifestation.